Right now, authorities are working tirelessly to bring Nancy Guthrie home safely. Her family, neighbors, and law enforcement are united in their efforts, holding on to hope even as each day passes without answers. The Puma County Sheriff's Department, alongside the FBI and other partners, has been conducting a full-scale investigation around the clock. The message from officials is clear. We need to know without a doubt that Nancy is alive, and we are ready to listen if you have any information. Investigators are piecing together a timeline of Nancy's final known movements. On Saturday evening, she took an Uber to her family's home in Tucson, Arizona, spending time with her daughter Annie and other relatives. Later that night, around 9:48 p.m., Nancy returned home. The garage door was recorded opening, and just 2 minutes later it closed, marking the last confirmed moment when she entered.
On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She's funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day, despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief. We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Entered her residence. Authorities note that this time frame is critical, as the next activity recorded by security devices becomes fragmented and unclear. At 1:47 a.m. on Sunday morning, the doorbell camera disconnected. Shortly after, at 2:12 a.m., software monitoring detected the presence of a figure on a camera, but the video was not retrievable. Technical limitations, including lack of a subscription, caused the footage to loop and overwrite itself. Law enforcement stresses that it is unknown whether the detected presence was a person or an animal, but investigations continue. Around 2:28 a.m., Nancy's pacemaker app registered a disconnect, adding another puzzle piece to the night's events. The following morning, just before noon, Nancy's family discovered she was missing when she failed to attend church. A 911 call was placed at 12:03 p.m., and patrol units were on the scene within minutes. From that point, detectives, search and rescue teams, and multiple law enforcement units began a comprehensive response, combing through every lead and collecting evidence. Blood drops were found on Nancy's front steps, and forensic analysis confirmed that it belonged to her. Additional DNA samples have been sent to labs, with results pending. Investigators remain tight-lipped about whether more blood was discovered inside the home, citing ongoing analysis. There have been unconfirmed reports of forced entry, but the sheriff clarified that no official statement supports this claim. The investigation continues to be highly controlled, with law enforcement carefully managing which details are released to the public. Authorities have also been reviewing Nancy's digital footprint, examining her devices and security cameras. They stress that every piece of technology is being analyzed to reconstruct the events surrounding her disappearance. A number of leads are being followed daily, and the FBI has deployed additional specialists, including agents from their Phoenix office, a critical incident response group from Quantico, and teams skilled in cellular and digital forensics. Each piece of evidence, no matter how small, is being cross-checked and investigated thoroughly. The community has been urged to come forward with any information. Law enforcement emphasizes that no lead is too minor. Tips can be submitted to the FBI via 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov. The public's help is considered crucial, as authorities aim to piece together this complex case before time runs out. Rehook. 1. As investigations intensify, authorities confirm that a ransom letter may have been sent to media outlets, raising questions about the timing, demands, and the sender's access to Nancy. Rehook 2. DNA, security footage, and digital evidence are all under review. But what exactly happened during that critical 45-minute window remains a mystery. The sheriff has stated openly that while fears for Nancy's safety are high, the operation continues with optimism. Law enforcement remains committed to bringing her home safely, collaborating with local, state, and federal partners to leave no stone unturned. Families in the area have expressed their solidarity, sharing in the grief and uncertainty that has gripped the community. Every passing moment underscores the urgency of the search, highlighting the delicate balance between hope and concern. As the search for Nancy Guthrie continues, authorities have revealed new developments involving alleged ransom communications and potential scams. Law enforcement confirmed that a ransom letter was sent to local media outlets and some nationals platforms, including TMZ. The letter demanded a significant payment in Bitcoin and included multiple deadlines, one of which was reportedly imminent. While officials are taking the communication seriously, the FBI emphasized that any decisions regarding ransom payments ultimately rest with Nancy's family. The emergence of the ransom letter highlights the high-stakes nature of the case and the challenges investigators face. Experts caution that, in missing person situations, any external interference, such as false tips or ransom demands, can complicate efforts and divert resources. Authorities are working meticulously to differentiate credible leads from potential distractions. Adding another layer of complexity, investigators recently arrested an individual in connection with a separate, fake ransom note. This person, described by the FBI as an imposter, allegedly attempted to exploit the Guthrie family during their time of distress. Officials clarified that this fake letter is not connected to the genuine ransom letter received by media outlets and is considered unrelated to Nancy's disappearance. Nonetheless, law enforcement has stated that all actions of this imposter are being investigated, and legal consequences will follow. Meanwhile, the FBI is heavily involved in the ongoing investigation. Agents from the Phoenix Division, along with specialized teams from Quantico, Virginia, are working alongside the Puma County Sheriff's Department. These teams include analysts, digital forensics experts, and cellular investigation units, all dedicated to piecing together the events surrounding Nancy's disappearance. Every device, social media account, and bank record is being scrutinized to provide insight into her whereabouts. Authorities have confirmed that certain items, such as Nancy's Apple Watch, were found near her bed and are being examined. Floodlights on the property have also been noted, but it is still unclear if these details are directly related to the ransom letter or the person responsible for her disappearance. Investigators are cautious about revealing specifics that could compromise the case, but they assure the public that no detail is being overlooked. Rehook. 1. As the ransom deadline approaches, questions mount. Who sent the letter, and how much? Do they know about Nancy's current situation? Rehook 2. With an imposter in custody and digital trails being analyzed, every lead could bring authorities closer or uncover new mysteries in the case. The FBI has announced a $50,000 reward for information leading to Nancy's recovery or the arrest of those responsible for her disappearance. Community members have been encouraged to report any tips, no matter how small, to help investigators connect crucial dots. Law enforcement stresses the urgency, particularly because Nancy requires vital medication that is essential for her health. Missing this medication could have serious, even fatal consequences, which heightens the need for a swift resolution. Throughout the investigation, officials have maintained an open line of communication with the Guthrie family. In an emotional message posted on social media, Savannah Guthrie, Nancy's daughter, expressed her fear and anguish, emphasizing that every moment without her mother is agonizing. Her message was accompanied by her siblings, Annie and Cameron, showing a united front and pleading for Nancy's safe return. Authorities are treating the family's concerns with utmost seriousness, recognizing the emotional toll that such situations impose. Federal and local teams continue to monitor digital data, including social media activity, phone records, and online transactions. Investigators are piecing together every signal, hoping that even the smallest clue will illuminate Nancy's location. Analysts emphasize that digital footprints often reveal patterns that physical evidence alone cannot, making this a critical aspect of the investigation. Sheriff and FBI officials have repeatedly asked the public to give law enforcement the space to operate while also appealing for assistance. Every report, tip, or observation could prove vital. Law enforcement agencies are collaborating across jurisdictions, ensuring that leads are pursued quickly and thoroughly. The unfolding investigation, combined with the ransom letter and the arrest of the imposter, has created a tense atmosphere both for Nancy's family and the wider community. Officials urge patience, emphasizing that while progress may appear slow to outsiders, critical steps are being taken behind the scenes to ensure a successful resolution. As the search for Nancy Guthrie continues, law enforcement is delving deeper into forensic evidence and crime scene analysis. After the initial response on Sunday, the Puma County Sheriff's Department, along with federal partners, revisited Nancy's home to re-examine key details. Crime scene tape has been restored, and investigators are carefully reviewing every piece of evidence to ensure nothing is overlooked. Blood found on the front steps of the residence has been confirmed through DNA testing to belong to Nancy. Other samples have been submitted for analysis, though results are still pending. Officials have stressed that the ongoing lab work is critical for constructing an accurate timeline and understanding the circumstances of Nancy's disappearance. While some media reports suggested forced entry into the home, the sheriff clarified that these claims are unverified and no official statement confirms them. The focus remains on concrete evidence, not speculation. The timeline of events surrounding Nancy's disappearance is under close examination. After returning from her family's home on Saturday evening, the garage door opened at approximately 9:48 p.m. and closed 2 minutes later. Security cameras recorded activity through the night, but key moments are obscured. At 1:47 a.m., the doorbell camera disconnected, and by 2:12 a.m., software monitoring detected a figure, though the video was not retrievable. Technical issues caused the footage to loop and overwrite itself, leaving investigators with partial data. Around 2:28 a.m., Nancy's pacemaker app showed a disconnect, adding another layer of mystery to that early morning window. Rehook 1. Who or what triggered these events in the early hours, and could this 45-minute window hold the key to Nancy's disappearance? Investigators are also examining the digital footprint left behind. Surveillance cameras, smart home devices, and personal electronics are being analyzed for clues. Every detail, from doorbell activity to device disconnections, is being scrutinized. The FBI and local investigators are working side by side, using specialized teams to process cellular and social media data, bank records, and other digital information that could illuminate Nancy's movements or the suspect's actions. Law enforcement has emphasized that the investigation is far from static. Analysts are continuously cross-referencing evidence from multiple sources, looking for patterns and inconsistencies. Even seemingly minor details, such as Nancy's Apple Watch being found on a charger next to her bed or floodlights visible from the street, are being carefully examined. Officials caution that these details may or may not be directly connected to her disappearance, but they are treated as potential leads until proven otherwise. Rehook 2. Could an overlooked detail, hidden in digital data or forensic evidence, finally reveal Nancy's whereabouts? Every clue matters in this high-stakes investigation. The sheriff has repeatedly asked the public for patience, explaining that investigations of this complexity take time. Processing forensic samples, reviewing digital data, and coordinating across multiple agencies requires meticulous effort. Meanwhile, law enforcement continues to follow every tip and lead, no matter how small, ensuring that the investigation proceeds thoroughly and efficiently. Community members have been crucial in providing information. Tips submitted to 1-800-CALL-FBI, and online portals are being actively investigated. Authorities stress that cooperation from the public can make the difference between solving the case quickly or facing prolonged uncertainty. The family's urgent need for Nancy's safe return, particularly given her medical condition, heightens the stakes and underscores the importance of timely information. As more federal resources are deployed, including critical incident response teams and analysts, the search area is expanding. Every piece of evidence recovered is being compared to digital data, eyewitness reports, and forensic results. Authorities are determined to construct a comprehensive picture of what happened, ensuring that all possibilities are explored and no avenue is left unchecked. The emotional weight of the case is palpable. The family's messages, the community's concern, and the law enforcement team's dedication all contribute to an intense atmosphere of hope mixed with urgency. Every day, investigators balance the pressure of time-sensitive leads with the need for careful, methodical analysis. With blood evidence confirmed, digital trails under review, and forensic samples still pending, the next breakthrough could happen at any moment. The window of the night in question remains a critical focus, and every lead is being pursued relentlessly. As the investigation into Nancy Guthrie's disappearance continues, law enforcement is emphasizing the urgent need for public assistance and vigilance. The FBI has been working closely with the Pima County Sheriff's Department, deploying agents, analysts, and specialized teams to process every lead. Federal resources, including critical incident response units from Quantico and cellular analysis teams, are being used to track digital footprints, analyze communication patterns, and investigate all possible avenues. Authorities have underscored the seriousness of the situation. A $50,000 reward has been offered for any information leading to Nancy's safe recovery or the arrest and conviction of anyone involved in her disappearance. Officials are urging anyone who has seen suspicious activity, received messages, or holds any knowledge, no matter how minor it may seem, to come forward. Tips can be submitted to 1-800-CALL-FBI or online at tips.fbi.gov. The goal is to leave no lead unexplored and to ensure that every piece of information is investigated fully. The FBI has also addressed the community regarding imposters attempting to exploit Nancy's disappearance. One individual was recently arrested for sending a fake ransom demand, though authorities confirmed that this person is not connected to Nancy's disappearance. Law enforcement is investigating the incident to ensure accountability and prevent further interference. Officials stress that while such scams are separate from the ongoing investigation, they highlight the need for caution and vigilance from the public. Rehook 1. Could another tip, overlooked by someone in the community, finally break the case wide open? Authorities are leaving nothing to chance. Family statements continue to play a powerful role in the case. Nancy's daughter, Savannah Guthrie, posted an emotional message online describing her family's distress and pleading for information about her mother's whereabouts. She was joined by her siblings, Annie and Cameron, underscoring the family's unity and desperate hope for Nancy's return. Law enforcement has echoed this sentiment, emphasizing the human side of the investigation. Behind every lead and every forensic sample is a family enduring tremendous uncertainty and fear. The FBI and local authorities are working systematically. Analysts are reviewing phone records, social media accounts, and banking activity. Surveillance cameras are being re-examined, and smart home devices are scrutinized for any clues that could indicate Nancy's location or shed light on her movements during the early hours of her disappearance. Every detail, from doorbell logs to device disconnections, is being treated as potentially critical. The sheriff has repeatedly acknowledged the difficulty of balancing transparency with investigative strategy. While some information is being shared publicly, authorities are careful not to compromise ongoing efforts. This measured approach ensures that investigators can act decisively on leads and avoid tipping off anyone who might be responsible. Rehook 2. With every passing day, the pressure intensifies, but so does the determination. Authorities and family members alike remain hopeful, holding out for the moment Nancy is safely returned. Law enforcement also emphasized the health risks Nancy faces. She requires critical medication, and missing doses could have life-threatening consequences. This urgency heightens the stakes, reminding the public that timely information could literally save a life. Officials are appealing to anyone with knowledge of her whereabouts to come forward immediately. Collaboration between agencies remains central to the effort. The Puma County Sheriff's Department, local police, and the FBI continue to work side by side, sharing intelligence, cross-checking evidence, and coordinating search efforts. Critical analysis of digital and physical evidence is ongoing, and investigators are prepared to act swiftly on any credible lead. The community has rallied around the Guthrie family, offering support, tips, and encouragement. Law enforcement has thanked the public for their vigilance while reiterating the importance of accurate information. Each tip, each observation, could be pivotal in locating Nancy and resolving the case safely. Rehook 3. As federal and local teams pursue every avenue, from forensic evidence to digital tracking, the next breakthrough could come at any moment. The clock is ticking, and the search continues relentlessly. In conclusion, authorities remain committed to recovering Nancy Guthrie. Through careful coordination, meticulous evidence review, and public assistance, law enforcement is leaving no stone unturned. The emotional weight of the case underscores the urgency, and officials continue to appeal for tips, cooperation, and vigilance. The hope is that with every lead followed and every clue examined, Nancy will be safely reunited with her family